Deep within an ancient forest, untouched by human hands and unsullied by modern eyes, there flows a river of whispers. Its waters are as pure and bright as silver, winding its way through trees so old their roots crawl with moss and lichen. No bird dares to fly over this river at noon, for it is said their songs would be stolen by the water and their feathers would fall out as they try to sing. Yet at night, when the wind is hushed and the only light comes from the silver glow of the moon, the river awakens. It murmurs and hisses, and though it speaks in voices that sound like your own, it tells tales best left untold. Drink from the river of whispers, and you will remember things you were never a part of. You'll see faces that are not your own, places you have never been, and lives you have never lived. And once the sun rises, your own memories will begin to slip away like sand through an hourglass, until all that remains is the echo of a forgotten self. This is the legend of the River of Whispers. But who or what actually resides within this mystical waterway? Join me today as we explore the unsettling truth behind this eerie tale. The first thing you might notice about this story is its setting. An ancient, untouched forest with a silver river flowing through it. The details of the story make it clear that this is not just any river, it is special. The story begins by emphasizing how nothing has disturbed this place. Human hands and modern eyes have not sullied it. This sets up a sense of mystery and mystique around the river. The pristine, untouched nature of the environment suggests that something significant and perhaps magical lies within. The mention of old trees with moss and lichen crawling on their roots further enhances the atmosphere of age and antiquity. These natural elements suggest a place beyond the reach of time, where ancient forces may linger. The imagery of the silver river itself reinforces this idea of magic and the supernatural. Silver is often associated with moonlight, magic, and otherworldly realms. It conjures images of mythical creatures and enchanted places. The very color of the river suggests that it is not just water, but something infused with an otherworldly essence. In many cultures, rivers hold spiritual significance, often seen as connectors between the physical world and the spirit realm. They are symbolic boundaries between life and death, the conscious and the unconscious. The combination of these rich symbols creates a potent atmosphere, establishing the forest and the river as a place where the ordinary rules of reality seem to be suspended. This sets the stage for the extraordinary events that unfold, blurring the lines between dreams and waking life, reality and illusion. Next, let's analyze the strange behavior of the birds. The story states that at noon, no bird dares to fly over the river. If a bird does, its song will be taken by the water, and its feathers will fall out as it tries to sing. This detail introduces a chilling element into the narrative, suggesting that the river possesses a strange power over these creatures. The specific action of the river stealing the birds' songs is a metaphor for the loss of identity and the suppression of individuality. Songs are often seen as a representation of one's voice, a metaphor for self-expression and the ability to communicate one's thoughts and emotions. By taking the birds' songs, the river silences them, rendering them unable to communicate. This could symbolize a force that seeks to extinguish unique voices and experiences, leaving those affected empty and without identity. The imagery of the feathers falling out as the birds try to sing emphasizes the physical manifestation of this loss. Feathers are integral to a bird's being, not just for flight, but also for beauty and protection. Their loss symbolizes a stripping away of what makes the birds unique, leaving them vulnerable and broken. Furthermore, the timing of this phenomenon occurring at noon, which is typically associated with clarity, brightness, and the height of one's powers, heightens the impact. It suggests that the river's power is most potent when one is at their strongest, emphasizing the overwhelming nature of the force they're up against. This detail adds a layer of suspense and foreshadows the potential danger that awaits anyone who might cross the river and interact with its mysterious powers. Now, let's look at the behavior of the river at night. The story describes how at night the river awakens, murmuring and hissing and telling tales best left untold. This creates a sense of unease and mystery surrounding the river. The personification of the river as a living entity adds to its otherworldly feel. It suggests that the river is not just a natural feature, but possesses a consciousness of its own. The description of its voice as a whisper further enhances this mystical quality. Whispers are subtle, secretive, and often carry an undertone of hidden knowledge or warnings. It hints that the river is sharing secrets that are meant to be kept hidden, perhaps revealing truths that are too powerful or unsettling for humans to bear. The mention of the river telling tales best left untold adds a layer of intrigue and danger. It suggests that the stories it reveals are not just narratives, but hold some kind of power or significance. The phrase best left untold implies that these tales might have a negative or harmful effect on those who hear them. It creates a sense of foreboding, suggesting that the river may be sharing knowledge that is not meant for mortal ears. This aspect of the river's behavior establishes it as a conduit to a realm beyond human understanding, a realm where ancient secrets and perhaps even forbidden knowledge reside. It adds to the overall atmosphere of the unknown, suggesting that there are forces at play beyond the comprehension of human minds. Finally, Let's discuss the effects on those who drink from the River of Whispers. According to the legend, drinking from this river will cause you to remember things you were never a part of. See faces that are not your own, places you have never been, and lives you have never lived. You will remember things that don't belong to you. This detail introduces a mind-bending element into the narrative, blurring the lines between reality and fantasy. It suggests a world where the boundaries of personal identity and existence are fluid and malleable. The protagonist will be confronted with fragmented memories, glimpses of alternate lives, and the echoes of strangers' experiences. This challenges the very notion of self, leaving the individual questioning the authenticity of their own memories and the nature of their being. Moreover, the story implies that these revelations will occur involuntarily, suggesting a loss of control over one's own narrative. The protagonist will be forced to confront these memories and experiences whether they are ready or not, highlighting the overwhelming power of the river's magic. As the sun rises and the magical influence of the night wears off, the protagonist's own memories begin to fade. This adds a sense of urgency and danger to the situation. It suggests that the river's magic is not static, but constantly shifting and evolving. As the light of day returns, the protagonist is reminded of their mortality, emphasizing the fleeting nature of experience and the importance of cherishing one's own story. The legend concludes with the chilling reminder that eventually all that remains of the protagonist is the echo of a forgotten self, leaving us with a haunting image of someone lost in a sea of forgotten memories. Overall, the story uses vivid imagery, symbolism, and a sense of mystery to create a truly unsettling and memorable tale. The River of Whispers serves as both a physical location and a metaphor for the depths of our own minds, where forgotten memories and alternate realities lie dormant. It reminds us of the power of storytelling to transport us to other worlds and the importance of preserving our own narratives in a world that constantly threatens to erase them.